Cheer Kunye. Annyeonghaseyo. Hi, welcome back to another episode of The Road to Black Belt. Today is day 55. Oh, that's an O. 50. Made it. 50 episodes. The first 30 were all written as a blog, and now the past 20 are all videos. So, thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you're able to hang in there while we went through the period of catching up. Personal life got very, very busy. Still trying to get caught up as of this moment, but I'll tell you, day 50 was certainly celebrated at OATC, unbeknownst to Master So and Master Karloff, who led the session today. They really made it an amazing session. There's a Taekwondo tournament coming up with the school in about a week or so. So what they've been doing this week, it's regular curriculum week, but they've been getting us prepared for that. So in case anyone has never tested before, or performed before, or competed before, I guess that's the right word, in one of the OATC competitions, kind of give us the opportunity to kind of get a little prepared, and it was really good. We warmed up with Master So, who did a lot of kicking and stretching and some good heart pounding and sweat producing warm-ups, which is good. I was feeling a little off. It was one of those days where I kind of didn't really want to go, but I wanted to go up here, but everything else is like, eh. Outside, you could start to kind of get the feel of spring is in the air. It's been about 60 degrees today, and the snow is melting and everything. It's been really nice. But I think maybe I got a little bit of this cold that's going around, so I've just been like, eh. I pushed myself to go, and I'm glad I did it, because now I feel like really exhilarated. We did all that with Master So. Master Karloff took over, and we lined up, and then he had us kind of go back, and we were set as, there were like 4 black belts or higher belts holding kick pads, and they would pick 4 people or students to come up and do roundhouse kicks as fast as you can. You had to do either like 45 or 55 or 65 depending on your age. And the first person to finish that sat down won the race. I lost all the time. I think I came in last every time. So if you want to send me some pity comments, I'm more than willing to accept your pity comments. But congratulations to those who came in first. I was just exhausted. The amount of kicking. Master So had us just kick and kick and kick and just stand there, just do 30 high knees, and then it was just 30 kicks, and then 35 kicks, and then 40 kicks, and then 45 kicks. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep up with it. My body was just saying, lay down, go to sleep, what are you doing? We want to sleep. So I had a hard time with that, and then we had the speed. When they're like, all right, sit down, take a break, and stretch, I really was ready to pass out. But pushed harder and did the speed kick competition, practice competition. Didn't do so well. So I know that's not my strength. I know I have slow legs. I am proud of my slow legs, but they are getting faster. The next thing that we did was we went into a circle in the room, in the dojo, and practice doing some kicks, like changing your feet, and then, well, we didn't do the kick yet, but we switched our feet, and then there was a slide back with a kick defensive. We did that, and then just kind of kept going back and forth with that. So that was pretty fun. I enjoyed doing those. But by the time we got to that, I was so sapped of energy, I just really couldn't do my best. I tried to do my best. I did what I was capable of doing with feeling the way I felt and having no energy left. Plus, I didn't drink as much coffee today as I usually do. I only had about 16 ounces instead of a pot. So maybe it was the lack of chemical stimulants in me that kind of kept me a little... The other thing we did after that, which was really fun, was poomsae competition. So Master Karloff would pick some people that were about the same level and have them do a poomsae, or have them do a poomsae that they just tested on or should know at their level. And then we either voted for the best person at clapped or didn't, depending on how Master Karloff felt about their performance. I affectionately called it Korean Idol, and the reason why is Master Karloff was giving us a little bit of a lecture at the end that the poomsae is like a song, so we should respect it like a song. You can't take a song and sing a part of it and say, well, I know that song. Well, you've got to know the whole song, and you got to sing it the way it was meant to be sung. And you can't change the words, and you do it the way it was meant to be done, and when you express it, it's beautiful. It's a very beautiful form. So that's why I call it Korean Idol. I don't know where to go from that. So we did the poomsae. I blew it. I knew he was going to ask me to do Taeguk 1, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I just tested Taeguk 1. I've been learning Taeguk 2, so when I went back to class earlier in the week, was my first chance to kind of really learn Taeguk 2. So I've been watching the YouTube videos, and again, OATC space TGK space 2 if you want to see what I'm learning on YouTube. You could Google that, Master Karloff will come up, you hit play, and you get to see the Taeguk 2. So I've got the steps down. My form is not crisp, but I'm still trying to remember, okay, I do this now, and then I do that next, and the order of the poomsae, so then I'll work on the crispness. And I got a long time ahead of me before the next test. But when he said, go ahead and do Taeguk 1, I started doing it, and then Taeguk 2 came out. It just, out of nowhere, it just blossomed. And rather than doing Taeguk 2, I just stopped in a kind of a walking stance with, a front punch in front of me. And I just stood there while everybody else finished their Taeguk. So when they went the applause, obviously the person who did the best, I even applauded for them because they've earned it. The next person, I didn't get to see their poomsae because my back was to everybody. That was the other thing. Master Karloff had me turn around and face the opposite direction to throw me off, which I normally can handle because he's done that before, like face a corner, and I'm fine with that. I've just been having Taeguk 2 pushed into my head, and I blew it. I think I got like one person gave me sympathy clapping, which was really nice of them, but I didn't even earn it. I went how many steps? 6, 7 steps, whatever it was, and then I stopped because I knew I bombed. But now, the lesson learned, be prepared for anything because you never know what is going to be thrown at you. So I've got to bone up again on Basic 1, which I still pretty much remember. I don't think I've forgotten any of that. Got to make Taeguk 1 really a part of who I am, get it in my blood, while preparing to test for Taeguk 2, which I think honestly, if I'm going at the rate that I'm going, I'd be ready to test in probably 3 weeks on that. But I still got to learn all the other forms and everything else that I need to do. But I'll just get that and just keep making it better and better. Well, that concludes Day 50. Thanks for stopping by, and stay tuned for Day 51. Bye. Cheerio. 굿님. 감사합니다.